Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To my lecturer Sir Adam and my fellow classmates. Today I will present the topic of digestion and absorption of nutrition. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Fahmi bin Yusuf. My matrix number is 2019979425. Firstly, let's start with nutrient. What is exactly nutrient? Nutrients are compounds in foods essential to life and health, providing us with energy, the building blocks for repair and growth, and substance necessary to regulate chemical process. There are 6 major nutrients, which are: the first is carbohydrates or the CHO, second is lipids, fats, the third is proteins, fourth is vitamins, fifth is minerals, and the last is water. Now we move to digestion. What is digestion? Digestion is the process of conversion of complex food substances to simple absorbable form. Digestion also is a proteins, fats, and complex carbohydrates that are broken down into absorbable units. Type of digestion. There are 2 types of digestion. The first is mechanical and the second is chemical. For the mechanical, physical breakdown of food like chewing, grinding, and mixing food with mouth, tongue, and teeth. And for the chemical breakdown of food using enzymes, bile and hydrochloric acid or HCl.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faris Adi bin Fadzillah. My matrix number is 2019-961311. Okay, in this digestion and absorption of nutrients, they have digestion organs and their function. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you guys what is the organ that involved for the digestion and their function. So first of all, the process begins in the mouth. So the mouth, to make sure all the food reduced to small pieces, liquefy, break down, and then you can easily swallow to esophagus. So esophagus is the transport for the food and the small pieces to mix into the stomach. So the stomach, to make sure again the small pieces become smaller to easy the digestion. So the protein digestion, acid protection against bacteria, all is in the stomach. Okay, next for small intestine. At the small intestine, the breakdown of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, absorption of nutrients. Okay, this is where they start their absorption of nutrients, vitamin, nutrients, and water. So move to large intestine, concentration via removal of water, fiber, fermentation, shaping, and transport. For these two last is rectum and anus. Is rectum where is storing our toxic, our all what waste. Anus is where we where we itulah berak lah. Okay, for the next slides we gonna show what is the major components and accessory component. So for major component, they have a mouth as mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. That the last slide. So we move to next slide. Next, accessory organs. Accessory organs is like salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, and yeah, that's all. So salivary glands is located near our mouth or in the mouth. So salivary glands, they secrete the saliva, our ileo, to lubricating the food to easy swallow. Saliva contains enzyme amylase. So for the liver, liver is largest glandular organ. Detoxifies harmful substances and help to metabolize carbs, fats, proteins and micronutrients. The liver also produce bile to break up fat into smaller unit to easy digestion and absorption. So next, gallbladder. Gallbladder is small muscular pear-shaped sac under the liver. The like you see in the slide, the green one under the liver. They hold quarter cup of bile from the liver, and they squirt 500 milliliter per day of bile into the duodenum, first part of the small intestine, which carries digestive enzymes from pancreas. So for the pancreas, they secretes 1.5 liter of liquid contains bicarbonate and enzyme into the small intestine and release pancreatic hormones to regulated blood glucose level.
What is absorption? Absorption is the process of moving nutrient from the gastrointestinal, also known as GI tract, into the bloodstream. The complex process in which nutrients from digested food are harvested. Absorption of carbohydrates, lipids and protein. All the nutrients from carbohydrates, lipids and proteins start the absorption process in the first part of the small intestine, which is the duodenum. They have different enzymes to break them into smaller parts to be easier to absorb through ligaments of small intestine and through bloodstream. How is carbohydrate absorbed? The goal of carbohydrate digestion is to break down all disaccharide and complex carbohydrate into monosaccharides for absorption. Although not all are completely absorbed in the small intestine, for example fiber, digestion begins in the mouth with salivary amylase released during the process of chewing. When in stomach is partially digested into two, which is oligosaccharides and another one is shorter polysaccharides. After they reach in the duodenum, the pancreas start to secrete alpha. How is lipid absorbed? Lipid or fats go undigested in your digestive tract until they reach your small intestine where they meet bile. Bile contains bile salt, which act as an emulsifier of lipids. This breaks the large fat droplet into smaller droplets that are then easier for the fat digesting enzyme pancreatic lipase to digest. How is protein absorbed? Protein absorption also happens in your small intestine, which contain microvilli. They are small, finger-like structure that increase the absorptive surface area of your small intestine. This allows for maximum absorption of amino acid and other nutrients. Once they've been absorbed, amino acids are released into your bloodstreams, which take them to cells in the other parts of your body so they can start repairing tissue and building muscle. After that, protein will be turned into large polypeptides by pepsinogen and hydrochloric acid. Lastly, in the duodenum, the pancreas will secrete trypsinogen and chymotrypsinogen and procarbocipeptides to help break large polypeptides into tripeptides, dipeptides, and amino acid. How to boost nutrients absorption? There are 7 things that help you to boost nutrient absorption. First is eat a variety of foods in one meal. Pair vitamin C rich of foods with iron.
Take a probiotic. Avoid drinking tea at meal times. Take a break from caffeine and alcohol. Manage your stress level. And lastly is keep hydrated.
Okay, influences on digestion and absorption. Okay, and there are several influence. For the first is psychological influence. Example like stress, it can decrease gastric acid secretion, reduce BF to the stomach, inhibits peristalsis, and it also tastes, smell, and presentation of food. Okay, for the second influences, bacterial overgrowth influences. It is low hydrochloric acid or HCl that can cause gastric stomach lining inflammation. Hydrochloric acid kills most of the bacteria in the body.
So here we go again. My name is Muhammad Faris Adib bin Fadzillah, and now I'm gonna continue what Fahmi already explained to you guys. So Fahmi already explained two of the influences on digestion and absorption. So Fahmi already explained to you guys about the psychological influences and bacterial overgrowth influence. So now the last one is chemical influences. So for the first one, plant protein less digestible than animal protein. Cooking protein increases the digestibility. So animal protein is easy digest than plant protein. For the second one is cold food may cause intestinal spasm. And the third one is when food is consumed on an empty stomach, absorption faster. So when we have an empty stomach, like sebelum berbuka, kan perut kosong, our stomach is empty, right? So when we eat for the breakfast, the absorption of nutrients, the protein is more faster. So other than that, we have frying food in fat at very high temperatures decrease the flow of digestive secretion. So frying food in fat, when it at the higher temperature, it decrease the flow of digestive secretion. Okay, I think that's all from our groups, and if you have any question, you can ask to my group lah. Thank you.